Mic on.
Turn my mic on. My mic sound right. Check one. You did. Yeah, man. You know what I'm saying? Birds of a feather stick together. You know what I'm saying? To anyone. You did. We live, man. We gonna keep on knocking on your doors, you know what I'm saying? Keep beating up your hoes till you understand how this shit go, man. You know what I mean? Ah, yeah. You did. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. You know what I mean? Got the lady with the red hair, with the red lips. You know what I'm saying? Happy Labor Day, 2023. Fiesta. Fiesta time. You know what I mean? And she tight. Let y'all know how it gonna go. Y'all tell a friend to keep on popping in, man. You know, we see y'all ghost riding the whip. You know what I'm saying? We got a lot of shadow followers, man.
We talking about these weird ass baby mamas and baby daddies tonight.
Yeah, we talking about those, you know what I'm saying? We talking about the ones, you know what I'm saying, who will be a headache instead of being, you know what I'm saying, a motherfucker goddamn help. You want to be the problem instead of the solution, you know what I'm saying? You want to be self-inflicted instead of being gifted.
Right.
You did, like, why I gotta be all that, man? Why we gotta do all that, man? You know what I'm saying? Talk to me, man. Talk to me, man. You know what I'm saying? Tell me where we stand.
So this topic has come about. What time is it? We still
it's time.
We on time.
We on time.
Still got a minute. We still got.
We're gonna give a little bit of y'all build in, you know what I'm saying?
Here.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But this co-parenting situation has to be discussed.
Let's talk about it, man.
These bitter baby mamas and these bitter baby daddies.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? For the record, you know, hey man, no kids of mine, but you know what I'm saying, I got a lot of nephews and got little nieces, you know what I'm saying? As far as that, you know what I'm saying? And really they got two nephews, you know what I mean?
Right.
And all my nieces, you know what I'm saying, from the streets, you know what I'm saying? So, you know.
Right. So, long story short,
Well, short
you know,
story,
right. If you know me, or even if you don't know, you know, I have a 15-year-old son, and I have pretty much been I don't. The term single mother is kind of one of those terms that people have been, hung up on. So I don't want to get into no argument about single mother term. But me and his dad have not been together.
Okay, so let's break down your definition of the single mother.
Me and his dad have not been together for the entirety of my son being on this earth.
Okay.
So I've been single, not in a relationship with any man the entirety of my son being here on this earth. Have I had any type of situationships, or have I had any dealings with any men? Absolutely, because I'm human. But as far as anybody calling me, their girlfriend, or I'm tied down, no.
Right.
But to go back to your question, the single mother, single father situation, and it also goes to the single fathers that want to call themselves single fathers.
Right.
People like to consider themselves as single mothers, like they say, because we're not with that man.
Okay.
So we're a single mother.
Right.
And I think people are hung up on the fact that if the man is not assisting,
right,
then technically you can call yourself a single mother. But if that man is active in that child's life, then people get hung up on the word of you being a single mother.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They're not looking at single being a relationship definition. They're looking at it as, oh, well, that child, the father of that, the child is in the child's life, so you can't consider yourself to be a single mother. You know what I'm saying? Okay. And that's not even what people try. That's not even what we really be trying to say in that situation.
Okay.
So that's why I don't. Using that terminology for me is kind of like,
That's enlightening, though. So that's definitely enlightening.
You know what I'm saying?
So basically, for clarification, if you say you a single parent, meaning the other half is not in the equation at all. That's like really the true definition of single parent.
That's how society or how men like to define it for women.
Okay.
Whereas women, you be like, man, tell me he a single dad. Oh shit, you ain't in a relationship. I'm immediately going to relationship. I don't give a damn about that woman helping you with that kid or not. That's not my business. You see what I'm saying? Like men automatically equated to you're trying to take the father out of the equation. We ain't got nothing to do with him. I'm single, nigga. Single.
Diggy.
You see what I'm saying?
Diggy.
So that's why I'm like, it's just like sometimes I think.
And we look at it for us like, as the support.
The support system.
Yeah.
And let's be clear. Unless you are helping her with that kid, that ain't none of your damn business.
That's facts.
Unless you are helping her take care of that child, her and her relationship with her child's father is none of your business. So if she want to say that she's single, she's a single mother, she's a single mother. Even if he come pick that child up every weekend.
Right.
Hell, my son's father was getting him half the week. I'm a single mother. I'm single nigga.
Yeah, I get it though. I get it. I get it. You know what I'm saying? For that, you know what I'm saying? So based upon that perspective, you know what I'm saying, we coming at this as that.
Mm-hmm.
Right. So the bitterness of the baby, like, okay, so check this out, right? You know what I'm saying? My perspective of the bitter baby daddy.
Okay.
What the fuck wrong with you, bro? That was she supposed to be, not you.
Wait a minute. Nobody's supposed to be that way.
Right. Truth be told, you know what I'm saying? But you don't supposed to be acting like her. You a man.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
I get it.
Like, boo-hoo, we ain't in a relationship, but we got a kid, you know what I'm saying? Hey, man, that shit get thrown out the window. Okay, look, we got a little to raise. Well, let's work out 1, 2, so we get that thing situated.
Yeah.
For fuck what we had. We got ready to child home. You know what I'm saying?
Because that's what it's about.
That's what it's about. So the nigga over here bitching and goddamn doing all the most and goddamn acting like a whole man, talking about some, hey, you don't do this, you don't do that, and everything like that. Now, if you don't do this, you don't do that, as a man, go get your child from this motherfucking dumbass bitch and goddamn raise your own fucking kid, home. The fuck, home? Like, don't be co-parenting and be complaining with the dummy that you had to pick this motherfucking child with, man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
So that segues into my situation.
Okay.
So, yes, I was with my child's father for 5 years before I got pregnant.
That part.
So this was not one of those situations where men be like, oh, but you just had you try to trap him. No. Like, let's be clear, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, if anybody really know me and know my story, know that, you know what I'm saying, I never was one of those women that was just looking to have a kid. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for sure.
Having a child was not at the top of my list. You know,
right.
So when I found out I was pregnant, but I already knew that me and my child's father was having relationship issues, I'm expecting him to be like, oh, you know, we can go ahead and get that taken care of.
Yeah.
He wanted to have my son. So with that being said, I'm under the assumption like, hey, you know, we about to work our difficulties out. We about to raise this child together.
And literally,
all he wanted was the kid.
Right.
So now here I am, 15 years later, and I'm thinking that we should be in a position where we should not be having any issues, right?
Yeah.
You got a son. Most men at this age, when they have the kids or sons this age, they should be wanting to take on a little bit more of a responsibility role so they can teach their sons how to be a man, right?
Right.
Well, I am dealing with somebody completely damn opposite.
Talk about it.
He decided when we separated and I moved out, and when I separated ways, he wanted to be my son's friend. He wanted to be the fun parent. He wanted to be the parent that, oh, I'm going to do whatever it is to make you happy. And then whenever you get in trouble, you can go home to your mom and let her deal with it. So that's how it was for a lot growing up for many, many years. You know what I'm saying? Like, he literally was known as the fun parent. I was a disciplinarian. Now, my son, 15 years old,
right.
He's not wanting to be in that situation anymore. He doesn't like the situation. He doesn't like the dynamic that he's dealing with his dad. And when his dad is experiencing or portraying frustrations towards my son is pushing back.
Of course.
You put your hands on him, he pushes back.
Of course.
You know what I'm saying? Now, as his mom, no, I don't condone you fighting with your dad. Absolutely, 100%, I don't.
Right.
But what I don't also condone is you being a fucking bully neither.
Yeah, that part. And when you really was the nice guy.
Right, especially when I know the only reason why you're doing this is because you mad at life. It's not because you mad at him. It's because you mad at life.
Right.
So the reason why I brought this topic up is because lately he has been getting upset. Now, mind you, for the last 7 years or so, we've had an agreed upon custodial agreement. You know, he has no custody. He has no full custody of my son. I'm the custodial parent. I take care of all his insurance, all of his basic necessities. Again, his dad is literally here as you keep him half the month, I keep him half the month. You know, we have a good custodial agreement. But other than that, he don't do shit else over here, which is fine because I work, got a great job. I can take care of me and my son. So for all you women out there that are hung up on child support, let's be 100% clear. Child support is not for you to take care of your bills. It is for you to be assisted with your child. If that man is pushing back on child support and you're using that as a reason for him to not see his child, you're dead ass wrong.
That part.
Everybody can't afford child support. So no, I don't want to put him, or I did not want to put him in a position years ago where put him on child support, something happens, he can't pay, now he's locked up.
Right.
That's not helping me.
At all. That part.
That ain't helping me. To me, our agreement was, as long as you can get him these days, this time, we good. You know what I'm saying? You work, I work, you pay your bills, I pay my bills. You know, but again, now that my son is older, things have changed. He wants his space. He doesn't necessarily have the space he has at his dad's that he has here. So it's causing friction. And again, if anybody know anything about children, they're assholes.
Okay, there you go.
They are.
Right, for sure. I'm with you.
You know what I'm saying? And you have to understand, as a parent, you have to be a certain way with your children if you want to be able to get along with your children. No, I'm not out here trying to be my son's best friend. I'm his mother.
That part.
He loves his mother.
There you go.
You've seen my son around me. But you've seen also other children around their mothers that they don't like.
Yeah.
So you can see, you be like, yeah. He definitely ain't disliking his mama. You know what I'm saying? He love his mama. But, you know what I'm saying, as far as that other situation, you know what I'm saying? That's
right.
You know? Right. But I never understood, and again, the reason why we are here or talking about this situation is because as soon as you get upset, now you want to throw in a towel. You want to text me, oh, now he with you full time because he disrespectful when he got an attitude. But you ain't saying what actually happened. Versus when I reach out to you and telling you about stuff that's going on, I'm giving you specifics. You get upset with me when I tell you that I'm about to beat your child up.
Right.
But you can put your hands on him.
Right. What's popping?
You ain't saying to me because you already know.
And you tucking it.
Like as soon as those words would have came out his mouth, you want to put your hands on somebody, pull up.
Right.
Because when I said something to you about that, you had a whole attitude. You wanted to present a problem. You wanted to hang up on me. You wanted to be disrespectful. But yet you over there putting your hands on him because he ain't making up the bed, because he not talking to you.
And then, okay,
you know what I'm saying?
Okay, so
because he ain't listening to your agitation, like he ignoring you because you agitating him. Like, come on, bro.
Right, so D, right? You know what I mean? Like, iron sharpen iron, right?
Right.
So you start how you start off is how you end, right? So you can't sit here be saying like, hey, I got a messed up bed and my shit got them ain't right when you like 7, 8 years old and shit like that. But then goddamn you turn 15 or 14, 13, some shit like that. And goddamn you over here now you wanna goddamn put the whip down and say, oh, you gotta do this and all that. That's fake shit, y'all.
Exactly.
That fake shit, y'all. You know what I'm saying? That fake shit, man. Like you don't switch the mode. You know what I mean? So it's just like this, right? That's just human nature. I just look at it as human nature, right? You know what I'm saying? You can't be cool and then not cool.
And that's what I'm trying to. And of course, as a mom, I'm having conversations with my son because I'm trying to get to the root of the issue. Because with my son being here full time, that's cutting into my time.
For sure.
I'm comfortable with what has been set up for the last 7, 8 years.
So let's talk about this, right? Let's talk about that. Let's talk about that.
Okay.
All right. So look, girl or the male, right? Male, female. How you want to say?
Are we talking about kids or parents?
Parent part.
Okay.
The parent part. We're talking about the parent part. Your co-parent partner say, hey, I can't do it, Sean. You gonna have to take this shit over. You know what I'm saying? Like, situations that got critical,
right?
Fucked up, everything, right? Giving the kid away to you, right? You know what I'm saying? Say, boom. Based on your situation. And then a couple of days later say, I got it, it's all good and everything like that. As a partner, even like in business, I gotta look at you wishy-washy.
First of all, let's be 100% clear. He's weak as hell. You're weak as hell because you've never had the responsibility except for 1 year out of 15 years that you had to do the majority of it by yourself. And he was very young at that point.
Right.
So now for you to be having to deal with a teenager and you're saying, oh, I can't deal with his attitude and him being disrespectful no more. He with you full time.
Yeah, you
Excuse me, sir, what?
Yeah, you feel it.
That is not a conversation. That's not something decision that you can make on your own. And that's where the disrespectfulness comes from. That's where the co-parenting dilemmas and the co-parenting pains is coming from. Because when you are co-parenting, you don't make decisions by yourself.
Exactly.
But because most women have to do that, it's second nature for us. So yeah, when he said it, it pissed me off because you woke me up out of my fucking sleep.
That part.
To tell me this stupid ass shit.
Right.
On what, Thursday?
Right.
Wednesday? No. You did this on Wednesday morning.
Right.
So that was his time to be with me anyway. So I wasn't giving a shit.
Right.
I said what I said. You know what I'm saying? And I only responded because I wanted to irritate him. I don't care about my son being here full time. Like, let's be clear for anybody that's listening to this, his aunties, his sisters, his mama, or his ugly ass. I don't care about my son being here with me full time. Right. That's my son.
That part.
If his dad was not in the picture, guess who would have to take care of him? Me.
In a damn way.
I've never had a man in 15 years here with me, living with me, helping me take care of my son. So I don't know that life of women out here being with men to take care of themselves or to take care of their kids, because I've never done that. I've never had to experience that.
Right. Shit, you got in the mud. You know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying? Right, sure. Because at the end of the day, I thought that nigga was dead in my head.
Yeah, you gotta move like that. That means like
if the kid's daddy is dead, if the kid's mama is dead, and the other parent, the parent is no longer in the picture.
Yeah.
Then what?
Then what?
You got to take care of that child. So again, I didn't give a damn about him not being in the picture. I took care of my son. My son knows where the loyalty lies. He knows there is nothing that you cannot ask your mom that she's not gonna do unless you're just being annoying.
Right.
Because when he being annoying, I'm just not being about it. Right. Because again, he's a 15-year-old boy, and they are annoying as fuck.
So let's flip this side, right? You know what I'm saying? Tell from the hood, but I got my personal opinion about it, but I want to hear your opinion about it. You know what I'm saying? So okay, we just say what's her name? Christian.
Right. Krishan just had her baby.
Krishan just had her baby right this weekend.
Right.
Blueface. You know what I'm saying?
It was the 3rd of September.
Right. I'm telling. It
was a
talk to sing girls. Just go ahead and sing it.
That was the day.
I'm telling. So look, man. So I got a partner, right? You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? If you want, you know what I'm saying? If you hear this and you want to, let's say, elaborate on this or whatever like that, I ain't get a chance to contact about it. Really didn't cross my mind, truth be told. I apologize, but you know what I'm saying? I had, you know what I'm saying? This is by the time. If you know what I'm saying? If you know, I am in a restaurant business, you know what I'm saying? We sell soul food. So this is barbecue season, so shit, you know, I was tired of. I apologize about that. But nevertheless, he would definitely be a good, you know what I'm saying, person to shine in. It still is. You know what I'm saying? I probably call him right now, but you know, I have my phones occupied for a camera. But anyway, his baby mama did him the same way that, you know what I'm saying, Shawty did him. You know what I'm saying? She didn't tell him, she actually didn't tell him that she was in labor. He had found out she was in labor. And then when he got there, him and his mother got there, they were basically denied access to even, you know what I'm saying, be in the delivery room, and she said she felt threatened about them. Right.
So what's the problem?
It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? So now it's you know what I'm saying, it's the heads and tails about that, right? You know what I'm saying? All right, so now if you feel that way, and it's that really that way, I understand it. But what if it is this you being despiteful about that? You know what I'm saying? You just really just like, you still hung on the relationship, and this nigga don't want to be with you, and you really internet, so now you being despiteful about that. How do you feel about it?
I think it's idiotic. However, I know from experience, just like how you could say from what you've seen the outside looking in, you know what I'm saying, if you're getting the perspective from your male friends,
right.
And, you know what I'm saying, but you're not actually seeing the dynamics of everything that they have been going on with the females.
Right.
So when women are giving birth, one of the things that is really stressful for us is when we give birth, like women die from giving birth.
For sure.
So if me and this man have had a tumultuous relationship, or right before I'm about to give birth, and me and this man have been arguing and we've been going back and forth, nigga, I don't want you in the fucking emergency room. I don't want you with me. Right. Fuck you.
I get that.
I don't care if you want this kid or not, nigga. Fuck you. And your mama too.
I get that.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay, so boom, right? I totally understand that. So that's progress, right? That's progress. All right, for us to co-parent, because it stands on the topic, right? You know, just want to hear your opinion about it. You know what I mean? So the father wants to be involved in the child's life,
mm-hmm.
but the mother doesn't want the father part of the child's life.
Why would she not want the father a part of the child's life?
For reasons I personally don't know.
Again, so that's why I literally just said that.
I get that. So
how do I feel about that? That's idiotic.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Right. That's dumb. But again, 9 times out of 10, and not to say that it does not happen, but 9 times out of 10, when a woman has chosen not to have a man involved in that pregnancy,
right,
it's because that nigga is toxic as hell.
Okay.
And ain't nothing about him good. Because one thing we're not going to do, we're not going to push away anybody that's helping us. We're not going to push away anybody that's uplifting us and that's doing the things that we need to do, because when we're pregnant, that's a very serious and like struggling time for women. So we want all the support that we can get. So there is no way in hell most women are going to push away the father just because he don't want to be in a relationship with them. Because 9 times out of 10, that shit was already discussed way beforehand. Now, if you break up with me and I'm 8 months pregnant and you've been lying to me my entire pregnancy, but now all of a sudden when I go into labor, you want to come into the emergency room, oh, my baby, my baby. Nigga, is you fucking crazy?
Right. I can see that.
So you
can't
cheat on me my whole pregnancy and then want to be like you the best dad in the world. You know what I'm saying? And that's what a lot of these men do. You know what I'm saying? These men are shit throughout the entire relationship. But then when now the baby is on the way, now we just supposed to automatically just forget everything that you done did. That's rude as hell.
Yeah.
And it's rude as hell for you to bring your bald head mama up there with you too. To be like, I want to see my grandson when you know your son ain't shit.
Right. If that's
I'm about to lose my child because your son ain't shit. You raised this piece of shit.
Right.
And you're condoning his behavior. So no, I don't want y'all seeing me or my child.
Period. I get it.
Catch me outside.
I get it.
So no, I don't have no sympathy for those men.
Right, I get that. If that's the scenario, for sure. You know what I'm saying? And if it's also being despiteful, you also quoted, you said. You know,
absolutely. If a woman is being spiteful, but you can show me a situation where a woman was being spiteful like that and the man did absolutely nothing, I recant everything that I fucking said.
No, you just said, you know what I'm saying? It's either this or that. You know
right. But what I'm saying is that's not a norm for women.
For sure.
What I'm saying is that is a norm for men.
Ooh.
So you know what I'm saying?
So that's the biggest.
Right. That's the thing. So I'm actually making that statement. Yeah. I'm actually saying that.
That's the biggest, you know what I'm saying, issue.
Like y'all don't like when shit is done to you that you do to us.
Right. For sure. That's noticeable. That's noticeable. You know what I'm saying? Like, I definitely agree with that.
Like, I told my son's father when he decided he wanted to, your son is with you full time because I can't deal with his attitude and his disrespectfulness. And then when I had a conversation with my son and asked him what happened, and he told me, you know when your kids lie.
Right.
My son wasn't lying.
Right.
He said what he said, and it might not have went exactly like that. I'll say 8 out of 10 of what he said was true.
Right, it was on point. Right.
It was 100%.
Right, it was on point.
You know what I'm saying? So, what happened compared to what you try to perceive it? Yeah, no, sir. You acting like a whole bitch out here. You scared of a child?
Right.
You scared of a child?
Right.
I'm not.
So I look at it like you know what I'm saying. So deep, right? You know what I'm saying, like. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna say hate because I ain't got no hate in it, you know what I'm saying? But I don't like to put like movies into life.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? But especially the situation we talk about, we grew up on Boys in the Hood.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Something like that. So let's say Boys in the Hood was particular, right? That whole dynamic. You know what I mean? Like you actually see a father care about, you know what I'm saying, his son. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, he would get in trouble. His mama dropped him off on the pot. Like, yeah, I got him. You know what I'm saying? So we gonna run like that. You know what I mean? And you also seen where like, shit, I'm so son like pretty much cool over pops out. You know what I'm saying? Like that. Like, and she like, well, Trey, you know, it wasn't supposed to be like that. You know what I'm saying? You supposed to be, you know what I'm saying, like that. So I look at that as the status quo.
But we also seen a mother that didn't have the father in the picture at all.
Yeah, right across the street with no one.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, for sure. And see how that went. Right, that part. You know what I'm saying? Had a good. You know what I'm saying? Ricky got killed, and because of the street hood shit. So yeah, you're right. You know what I'm saying? For sure. But on that particular situation, right? All right, for us, the father having a child, both a son or a daughter, you know what I'm saying? For you not to take the responsibility and stand up on your business as a man, then you still on some little boy shit.
I 100% agree.
You know what I'm saying? Like my partner, you know what I'm saying? Like one of my partner, you know what I mean? Shit, first baby mom did him like that. First baby mom did him shit like that. Now did him like that. Left him with the child and got done went, and she went back to, you know what I'm saying, to overseas.
I mean,
like totally left him with, you know what I'm saying, the one he got to do. Man, shot a stud in the paint and took care of that. You know what I'm saying? His old lady, you know what I'm saying, his wife to the day, to the responsibility of that, you know what I'm saying, like her own. You know what I'm saying?
And like, kudos to him.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Because like, at the end of the day, you have to realize you don't know what conversation that they had beforehand. She could have let him know that she didn't want no kids. And then when she got pregnant, he didn't want to proceed with an abortion. So now you got a kid, and now what am I supposed to do?
Yeah,
you put me in a position to take care of something that I didn't want to do. Just like y'all like to say all the time, I didn't want that. I didn't read it. I didn't.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying?
That's
and
true,
then you want to denote your responsibility. So therefore, my child, I proceeded with it. My responsibility. If it happens again,
right.
Any man that I'm dealing with, if you got kids already, I'm gonna be a perfect stepmom.
There you go.
I'm not having no more kids
right.
unless I don't have to work no more.
That part.
And if I do have any kids and you decide to leave me, then you're a single dad.
Right.
Take the kid with you,
right.
and I'm okay with that.
Right.
Call me whatever you want to call me.
Right. Shit,
you're not leaving me. And leaving me with a kid. I done did it one time.
That's what I told her at the baby over there. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, you the daddy now, huh? Oh, you daddy now. Oh, it's family time, huh? Here you go.
I done did it. I done did it. I'm not doing it no more.
That's so
funny.
That's so funny.
Nah, I'm literally.
Three okay, huh?
And
what do with it?
And the crazy as hell, I'm gonna put it on recording. I'm gonna have record. So for any time you want to take me to court, you could be like, well, she don't want to. She said she was not having no more kids. And if she got pregnant with any more kids, and that was your kid if you decided to leave, then she would help you raise that kid if y'all are together. And that is the stipulation. But the moment you decide to leave, then you need to take all the shit with you that you're supposed to be taking with you. And the kid is that.
Right. But I look at it like this, you know what I'm saying? I look at it like this, right? You know what I mean? I'm a smooth operator. So I want my operation to run smooth. And I look at everybody the same way. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, hey, regardless of what we got going on, man, let's run this as smooth, according as possible. So this person will look at you no certain way, because I ain't going to put no hate on they heart about you, and vice versa. You know what I'm saying? You don't want it to be like, you see what your daddy did, see how your mama moving, you don't see how that shit, I told you, know what I'm saying? Like, hey, it ain't trying, you don't try to be, but you like, hey, this is why this is. You know what I'm saying? This is why this is.
They can see.
Of course. You know what I'm saying? Of course. And they are affected more than anybody. That's my thing. Like, the child is gonna be traumatized because of the situation of the parents.
That's why I don't have to badmouth my son's father. You can clearly see for yourself.
I'm not saying that of you.
I know you're not. I'm just saying, but that's where parents are. That's where mothers are at this point. And we do have have mothers, and we have fathers out here that like to badmouth the other parent, even though to me that's just being petty. But for the majority of us, we have come to the conclusion that we no longer have to really say anything because the child is going to see it themselves. Especially for a person like me, like I said, you said what you said, I said what I said, and I only responded because I was trying to get up under your skin. But I can take care of mine. You know what I'm saying? If you don't want to be a parent no more, kudos, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Right.
all right, then. You know what I'm saying? Ain't
Right.
like you stopping no show over here.
And
You
get
know
what?
what I'm
And get
saying?
what? It's a lot. It's a lot of motherfuckers like, boy, we ain't going for none of that. You feel what I'm
But
saying?
why fight? Okay, so this is my thing.
Right.
Why fight with you when you clearly don't want to take care of your responsibilities?
Right.
What I look like fighting with a person to take care of my child?
Right. That's heavy. That's real. That's real. You know what I'm saying? Like, shit. Standing on business, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's all it's about. Just
You
standing
a
on business.
worthless piece of shit.
Yeah.
Because this is awesome.
There you go.
And at the end of the day, if you know me and you know what I'm gonna do behind my kid.
Exactly.
I don't care about consequences when it comes to him.
Yeah, for sure.
So you deciding you don't want to be a part of him? Yeah. When I was younger, it irked me. I ain't gonna say it hurt me. It irked me because, like, come on, bro, I'm tired. You know, this is especially when I was making way less money than I'm making now.
Yeah.
But again, now that I'm in a position where
you up,
it ain't like you, like nothing that you don't do nothing. So it ain't like you being you helping or not helping is going to affect nothing because you already don't help.
It's not going to change the
it
dynamics
ain't
anyway.
Changing shit.
It ain't gonna change the dynamics.
All that's going to do is make my damn food bill go up.
It's just like, you know what I'm saying, you gonna put you know what I'm saying, icing on the cake when it's already got icing on it.
Put the icing on the cake when the cake hot or when it's cold.
You know what I'm saying?
That's gonna let you know how it's gonna turn out. When you put it on when it's hot, you're gonna have a runny ass ice and it's gonna be filthy. The cake gonna look disgusting.
Yeah,
let the cake cool down a little bit and put the icing on, and shit gonna be perfect.
Yeah.
Call me cold cake.
Cold cake, shout out, you know what I'm saying? You heard it first.
So we did have some people that did not call in, but they did want to provide their opinion on the topic tonight.
Okay, talk to them. Let's talk about
So this particular person does not want to share the names of their father, and I'm not going to share her name either.
Right.
But she said one of the latest things that she had to deal with would be talking to her youngest child's father. Talking to him, should I let him live with him until 9th grade and then come live with me? Now, her youngest child, the child in question, is 6. Pretty much, he's in elementary school.
Right.
Just start like he should be like grade. Elementary school in 1st grade at this point.
Yeah, 1st grade.
So you want the conversation is having your child, your baby boy,
raise him up,
go stay with his dad until he's 9th grade, then come back and live with you. So just with that question alone, hell no. And it's not because his dad is a piece of shit. It's because at this point, at the age that he's at, no, he needs you. He needs the structure from you to know how to behave, how to act, and how to carry himself. So that way when he is older and he decides to go stay with his dad, he knows how to act, carry himself, and how to fucking behave.
Right.
At this age, he's too impressionable. And I feel like if you were to remove yourself and have him being there full time and just to come and visit you, he would not be raised correctly.
Okay, so how I feel about that is, you know what I'm saying, if it's able to be raised, if the child is able to be raised by both parents, then, you know, it shouldn't be that far of a distance for, you know what I'm saying? Like what you got going on? That pretty much, you know what I'm saying, you know, regardless of the, you know what I'm saying, of the bullshit, you know what I'm saying, that's a healthy balance. You know what I'm saying? You got it this week, I got it this week. You got it this week, I got it this week. You know what I'm saying? You got it this week, I got it this week. Like, that's a healthy balance if the parents are not in the home with each other, right? You know what I'm saying? That's just me being me. You know, I look at it like that. So I wouldn't totally agree with that. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, so now if you say, okay, I stay over here and the school system better over here type shit, yeah, you stay over there, then I got you on the weekend. You know what I'm saying? That type of shit. Or vice versa, whatever like that.
Okay, so this is another point that I did not put into that conversation. So her second addition to this was, mind you, how often can we trust him to get him now and actually have him?
See, that's different. You know what I'm saying?
Again, that literally goes back to my previous 9 out of 10 of the men in these situations are not doing what they're supposed to do. They're not even allowing. We can't even trust you to get him school clothes.
Yeah, that
you don't even know what his doctor's name is, but you think I'm about to let him come live with you until X, Y, and Z?
That count.
I can see him wanting the baby, wanting the you know what I'm saying, my God baby to come stay with him so he could try to put her on child support.
Shit. All right, so look,
he's not on child support, but I can see him doing that because he'll be like, "Oh, when he's here full time, you need to be helping me." Da 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 da.
All right, so like, boom. When men, like I say, man, like men don't supposed to do that, man. Like this, you know what I'm saying? Men don't supposed to move like that. You know what I'm saying? Those supposed to be tales of the female. I hate to say that. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, I'm being spiteful and I don't got that. Oh, you because I'm supposed to be in a relationship with you and you don't want to have this child with me. Well, motherfucker, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna do this and all that shit. Like that's you know what I'm saying? That's it. Don't supposed to happen at all. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not being whatever. Chauvinistic, you know what I'm saying? But men are not supposed to be structured that way, you know what I'm saying, with their kids, you know what I'm saying? Now, if you don't want to deal with you in the child homes, then be like, you know what I'm saying, be a undisclosed supporter. Like, look, you know what I'm saying? Y'all do the fuck y'all want to do. I'm going to drop that little money off, you know what I'm saying? And I'm going about my business, you know what I'm saying? If that's what you want to be, then that's that on that. But all the saying, I'm going to do this and then you ain't doing that, quit playing.
Right.
Stop, you out the way. You in the way, home. You know what I'm saying? That's punk ass shit.
So here's another person, female.
Right.
Her experiences, she says, the weekend parent versus the weekly parent.
Okay. Yeah, that's a topic.
The fun parent versus the parent making sure homework, cleaning, and all that is done.
Right.
So he looks good, and I'm the mean one.
Right.
You having to be the bigger person around the kids to keep the peace when you want to air it out. Because, you know, I've definitely had a discussion. I don't have to talk shit about my son's father to him.
Yeah.
He clearly seeing it. You know what I'm saying? So we literally, when he mentions stuff to me, I have to keep myself from laughing.
Right. For not to knock the man out.
In order for my son to not keep going.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Because if I show that I'm reacting to what he's saying, it's gonna be fuel for him to be like, okay, she giving me a go to keep going.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But I have to be like, no, you gotta stop. No, don't do that. You know what I'm saying? But you know, he is an asshole.
So you know I know somebody who going.
Oh no. You said, and then he said, but you don't want the kids to look at their dad differently, even if that's who he really is. And then she was like, my girls are grown, they see it, but her son doesn't. Her son is younger. The girls are grown. Right. You know what I'm saying? And I was like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? It's definitely going to hit harder when it's the son. You know what I'm saying? I said, but shit, at this point, you just got to sit back and just look at it and laugh. Because when they see it for themselves, you kind of be like, for a mom to see, especially for a boy. I mean, and it's when I say, and it shouldn't be this way, but it's one of the best forms of satisfaction for me, is to see my son not look at his dad as a hero anymore. Because you used to paint me in such a bad light.
As the villain.
You used to make me seem like I was such a bad mother.
Yeah.
Like you used to verbally and emotionally abuse me so bad. Mm. And my son used to have to see me cry after interactions with this man. So now, 8 years later, 5 years later, you know what I'm saying? Now you actually get to see me. I actually laugh.
Yeah, that's calm.
You know what I'm saying? It's kind of like, woo, child.
That's That's the universal. That's the
Yeah.
universal. So did right. You know the chick I'm talking about. Okay, you know what I'm saying? Well, you know what I'm saying, but you know what I'm talking about. She had the same situation with her son. You know what I'm saying? The daughter seen it, but her son looking at it. You know what I'm saying? Pop the hero. So Pop was the weekend, basically like you said, the weekend. You know what I'm saying? Parent, and he would do the extravagance. Not only he do the extravagance, the family do the extravagance.
Yeah.
But they ain't really involved with the kid upbringing or none of that. It's just like, hey, we go out here to bring I don't even want to call them that. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, to keep everything. So I'm saying, let's bring Shouter with us. And that's that.
Yeah.
So all he see is shit, we kicking it. When I go pop, we kicking it.
Exactly. That's
We
how
kicking
it was.
it, you know what I'm saying? We kicking it, but here with mom, shit, we gotta you struggle, we gotta make the money straight, you know what I'm saying? But we here like man, we spend this shit, we ain't worried about tomorrow. You know what
we
I'm saying?
partying, we going out to jump
yeah,
we
so
going out
yeah.
to eat, we going to the movies, we going to the mall.
So it was the ego trip at the time I seen I was there, you know what I'm saying? So it was the ego trip where her son would like, you know what I'm saying, like really question her.
Of course.
Like, what are you talking? You know what I'm saying?
Which is crazy because I nipped that in the bud. I nipped that in the bud with my son because I explained to him what was going on. I was like, hey, I didn't necessarily talk about what his dad had going on, but I was like, what was going on here? Mom make enough money to pay our bills. So I apologize if I'm not able to do any of the super extra things that you're doing with your dad. You know what I'm saying? But that's not to say that I don't love you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because you got your games. You got your gaming system, you know, because, you know, of course, he's been having a PlayStation since the PlayStation 3. So you done had all your games. You done had TV. Like, you done had everything that you needed to take, like, have as a kid in the house.
Right.
But you just not able to go out to Sky Zone. We not able to just eat out. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I had to let him know the difference. Like, your home life is good. But outside the home, find fun at home.
Right. So yeah, so the add on to that, like, we're gonna keep it real, right? You know what I'm saying? I was seeing this person. They don't say it. The person was like always trying to put male figures in the child life, right? So I always try to put male figures in the child life because of the baby daddy and what he was doing, right? You know what I'm saying? So it seems to me, now I could be wrong, but it seems to me like, is this the reason? Like, that's okay. Like, you so forefront of, okay, we gonna be a unit. Any dude I deal with, we gonna be a unit. You gotta be with him so you can keep him out of the equation type situation instead of this, like, okay, breaking it down like what you saying, like, okay, because one thing about it is, like you said previously, you never had a man stay with you, you know what I'm saying, like this, you stand on 10 toes, you know what I'm saying? If it went that way, then, you know, it'll be presented right, you know what I'm saying? It ain't, you know what I'm saying, okay, I meet a dude automatically, you know what I'm saying, shit, you got, you know what I'm saying, we a unit, and then we go out, we all go out, you know what I'm saying? We go here, we all want to do this, you know what I'm saying? Like, you constantly trying to put a male figure in the child life, you know what I'm saying?
Well, that just, like I said, goes back to, you know, that situation that I spoke about. That's just like women wanting to be in relationships. We've had this discussion before, how some women have to be in relationships in order for them to have sex with men. You know what I'm saying? For Whereas I also know there are some men that are just, they have to be in a relationship with women. Every female they deal with is their girlfriend.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
For sure.
So
that's one of them.
Yeah, we have those situations where people just like to be
relationship bound.
Yeah,
period. Right. So they ain't got nothing to do with it.
It's nothing to do with kid. It's just now I got a kid. So in order for you to be with me, you got to be able to deal with my kid. I respect women like that.
Okay.
That make men stand on that shit. If you fuck with me, you gotta also take care of me and my kids.
Yeah, I want that too.
You
I
know
want
what
that
I'm
too.
saying?
I get it. I get that. That's
I
all about that.
despise women
Right.
that deal with men and then forget about their kids. And you are the one that's taking care of your kid. Like, that irks me. I hate a woman that don't take care of their kids when they got a man involved, or just don't take care of their kids. Period.
Right.
I mean, yes, men not taking care of their kids, y'all disgusting as hell too. But for women, you actually carry that baby, you birth that baby, be it vaginally or via cesarean. You're a disgusting human being for either harming your child or for not taking care of your child. Now I get it, some people are just mentally imbalanced, and we we understand that. But 95% of the time, ain't nothing wrong with y'all.
Right.
It ain't nothing wrong with y'all. Y'all just have to understand, and women, this is specifically to women.
Yeah.
Y'all have to be able to discern a man wanting to be with you and a man just wanting to sleep with you.
Yeah.
Just because that man is sleeping with you does not mean he wants to be with you. And it also does not mean that he wants to procreate with you. Okay?
Yeah, that's real.
Like, let's be clear. Men, stop sleeping with every available woman that's available. Use some discretion. Everybody ain't meant to have your baby. You can't be out here complaining like I have zero sympathy. Just like y'all men don't want to have, y'all have zero sympathy, like y'all say, for a woman out here dealing with a trash ass baby daddy. We don't have no sympathy for y'all dealing with trash ass baby mamas. Because y'all be knowing the type of females that y'all dealing with, like y'all said, we be knowing. Y'all be knowing. Most people don't change. Like, if you don't want to deal with it, then don't deal with her. But that whole, oh, I couldn't, nobody made y'all have sex. Like, I'm pretty sure that we all know.
Grown folk talk.
You know what I'm saying? Like, stop.
Like, look, man.
Like, just stop.
Bro.
He has no kids. So, if y'all ain't learned nothing, you should learn from him.
Yeah, for sure. You know what I'm saying?
I fucked up.
I'm gonna tell
my kid good though.
Right. So
you know
to elaborate on that, on the clarification, right? My pull-out game ain't weak at all.
It ain't got to do with your pull-out game.
Listen. I want to try to tell you. Listen, you know what I'm saying? Listen. My pull-out game ain't weak at all, ho. You know what I'm saying? So you over here got them shooting up the club, and then you realize what club you shot up. And oh shit, I really don't care about this. Man, this bitch got that woo. And then you tell the motherfucker you don't want to have it, and then the motherfucker want to have it, and then she got dragging your dumb ass through the whole, you know what I'm saying, situation. Who can you be mad at, partner? You did. Who can you be mad at? And then you ain't got your paper up, my nigga. Like, you really gonna be on the side. You really gonna be looking at the nuts, and you really looking like a squirrel. You did, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah, you know, that happens too, man. You know what I'm saying? Everybody want to chime in, man. Yeah, you gotta hit that because we don't count right, man. You know what I'm saying?
How you gonna be able to stop it from here?
Yeah, well, she was about at an hour anyway, man. So I guess that was a wrap up music, you know what I'm saying? So we try to get monetized too. So, hey, man, you know, man, parents, you know what I'm saying, come together and fuck y'all issues. Let's raise these kids and make it right, man. We gone. In a minute. That you can still hear that shit. You can still pick that up out of here. Yeah, we gotta be out of here, man. All right, so we going, man. Yeah, you turn it up. Okay.
So, to finish out the show, at the end of the day, it just all boils down to, if you don't want to be involved, in a child's life, if you ain't ready to have no kid, then don't be out here doing the things to have kids. You know what I'm saying? And if you decide that you want to go forward with having a kid, then you need to be 100% clear on the things that you need to do when it comes to having a kid.
Right, for sure.
You know what I'm saying? You can't just be like, oh, well, I don't want to take care of that, so I ain't going to do it. Like, you can't do that.
No, you can't do that. That's sucker shit. That's what I'm saying. That's sucker shit. Straight up and down.
You can't do that.
That's sucker shit. Don't be a sucker, man.
So, you know.
Don't be no sucker, man. Don't be no sucker, Shannon.
I mean, and I just wish more people weren't. But, you know, that's like I said, you got stories, you know what I'm saying, from your counterparts. I got stories from my counterparts. I got real life situations.
Yeah, and then on top of that, yeah,
exactly. And from my real life situation, I dealt with a bit of baby daddy. You know what I'm saying?
That's
like
crazy,
I was
though.
not
That's
the
crazy,
one.
Yeah.
I was the one dealing with the person that tried to make my life a living hell. Like, he would not be satisfied until I was not happy.
See, that's what I'm saying. Like that, just say that that's the crab in the barrel syndrome. Like, as black people, we need to stop that shit. When are we gonna break that cycle? Like, we supposed to be building up each other instead of tearing each other down. Like, that's what I'm on. Like,
yeah.
Like, and then if you don't like the motherfucker, this ain't got shit to do with the kid.
Right.
That shit. That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't give a fuck who you, male, female. This shit ain't got shit to do with the kid, home. Like, it should be smooth sailing, man. All this whole goddamn, you telling your child that you gonna pick them up, you don't pick them up, and then they looking sad and shit. That shit affect the child.
Yep.
So.
Right. Like I said, and just like I said, to close this out, the purpose of this show is because of a situation that I had been dealing with recently with my son's father, you know, and literally 4 or 5 days ago, you know, I get a message saying that I'm now, you know, my son is being with me full time, you know what I'm saying, without any discussion, without any conversation. And
yeah, that's sucker shit.
And then
I'm on the record to say that's sucker shit. Don't. Then you turn around. That's sucker shit.
You pull up today to pick him up without any conversation with me. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm like,
that's sucker shit.
I even asked my son, like, well, what is you here for? Like, what is he here for? Where
that's
you going?
Sucker shit, man, nigga. That's sucker shit. You know what I'm saying? Truth be told. You know what I'm saying? Like, you better than that, my boy. You better than that, my boy. You know what I'm saying? I ain't shooting you down. I'm just keeping it real. You know what I'm saying? Like, you talking about you waving the white flag and then you want to be in the game.
Right.
What kind of shit is that?
Like, I'm a good woman. I'm a good mom. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, just know that I don't need no man. You know what I'm saying? I want a man.
Nobody needs nobody.
Right, that's what I'm saying. I don't need no man. I want a man. So
all I need is me and my dog. So nigga, fuck all of y'all. And if you know what I'm talking about, you know what I'm talking about, man. You know what I'm saying? Nobody needs nobody, right. Man. You know
so
what I'm saying?
Let's be clear. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah, man.
As always, it was a pleasure. You can catch us on all of our socials. You know, they're all posted in our profiles or tagged in any of these videos. If you have any questions, feel free to DM us. As always, catch us Mondays at 11 p.m.
For sure. And then I want to say one thing before we leave, right? You know what I'm saying? Because we're gonna actually have a streaming party. You know what I'm saying? I don't know when, but y'all stay tuned. So we have, you know what I'm saying, a whole congregation of people, you know what I'm saying, chiming in and tuning in and speaking their opinion about this shit. So y'all stay tuned, man. You know what I'm saying? If you want to be part of the list, you know what I'm saying, fuck with this shit. You know what I'm saying? Because we're going to have a good little spot. We'll have somebody cooking. You know what I'm saying? You know we smoking. We're going to be drinking good. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? We'll have everything right. We'll have the mics right and everything like this so everybody speak their opinion, man. So y'all stay tuned. Don't think this shit like this when it's going to really be like, you know what I'm saying, blockbuster, man. You know what I'm saying? Then like Prime say,
we here.
Believe.
We not coming. We here.
Do you believe? You know what I mean? Do you believe now? You will. Stay tuned, ho.
All right. As always, good night.